make you free. Your church denomination is a false religion. John Smith created the Baptist religion in 1608. Charles Parham created the Pentecostal religion in 1901. Joseph Smith created the Mormons religion in 1830. Charles T. Russell created the Jehovah's Witness religion in 1872. William Miller created the Seventh-day Adventist religion in 1863. They're all man-made religions. Acts chapter 5 verse 29. We are to obey God rather than man. Ask yourself this question. How is it that in our neighborhoods there can be 4 churches on one block? In 20 years, nothing in the area gets better because God's not in them. Acts chapter 7 verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands. You have been deceived.
Acts chapter 7 and verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. Shalom Yashala. Peace Israel. Call Allah YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM RAWCHAA QADASH. I am the brother Qasai Gadal from the Camp Province in Babylon, down here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with a quick hit through the spirit and power of Yahawah, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Peace, blessing, love, health, and wellness, and salutation to the hopeful light, the house of David, that is scattered abroad across the 4 winds of the earth that's laboring in his truth. BARAK to all of you YAHAWAH that's out there that's pushing this word with all truth and full sincerity, making your calling and election sure. BARAK to the AHTHA, the few sisters that are listening and learning in, coming back to the willful obedience of the Bible, hoping to feed the lambs and the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Straight to the point, let's get to the lesson. And as you've seen in the video, all right, you had a bunch of sounded like a Jake, okay? As you see, you have all these Edomites right here, all right? All of these Edomites, okay? All of these people right here are full-blown Edomites, man, all right? And they are the ones that created all of these so-called religions that a lot of you Jakes, all right? A lot of you Jakes are in, man. All right, so going back into the precept that the brother brought out in the video at the end, all right, and I'm going to bring it back out again for edification's sake. This is the book of Acts chapter 7 and verse 48, and it reads, and it says, Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. Right, man, because there's nowhere in the scriptures that it tells you that you will get the word, all right, that you will get the word of the Most High, all right, from a from a temple that's made with hands, okay? Because when you go deeper into it, all right, all of those so-called pastors, okay, they had to go to school to be taught, all right, the scriptures, man, okay? They had to go to school to be taught the scriptures, and when you go into that, all right, when you go into being taught the scriptures by man, they then are going to teach you the commandments of men. And what does it tell you about that? This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8, and it reads, Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. So all of these so-called pastors, man, they going down there to go learn how to be a pastor, and these people that's teaching them are teaching them the rudiments of the world, man. Okay, the rudiments of the world would be like the cares, all right, the values of this world. You know, that's why every time you come across a Christian, they always want to tell you what? That God loves everybody, because these so-called temples that's made with hands, these churches, are pushing that God loves everybody, man. And as you can see in the video, all of these were created by a white man, okay, by Sleazy E. What did it say at the end? You have been deceived, man. And that's why it says, but lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men. The traditions of men. And that's going into what? These pagan ass holidays, okay? Because you go inside of these churches, they always want to have a sermon around these pagan holidays, man, all right, to keep you Jakes asleep, man, okay? And it says, after the rudiments of the world and not after Hamashiach. These people in these churches, man, they don't teach the commandments of the Lord, man. All right, because scripture tells you what it tells you. Let's go to Acts. Let's go back to Acts. Let's go to Acts 5 and 29. when Peter said what? It says, then Peter and the other the apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Right, man? If you fear the Most High, you're going to obey the Most High. And how are you going to obey the Most High? By keeping his commandments. All right, by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. Not after the traditions of men. Okay? Scripture tells you, fear not man that could destroy the body, but fear him that could destroy both body and soul, man. All right? Let's grab this. Let's grab Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20, and it reads, wisdom crieth without, she utter her voice in the streets. Wisdom crieth without, man. She utter her voice in the streets. So that's why you have the men out here on the highways and the byways, because that's where you're going to get the true wisdom. That's where you're going to get the word. That's where you're going to get the truth about the Bible, man. All right, you're going to get the gospel, and gospel goes into what? Good news, man. Okay, it is great news to hear that our Lord is coming back, man. But to these Babylonians, that is bad news. Why? Because now all of their treasures that they built here are now going to be destroyed, man. And they know that what? They know that they are in the wrong, man, and that the wages of their sins are going to be death, man. All right. Then it says, she cried in the chief place of concourse, and the openings of the gates, and the city she uttered her words, saying. And the chief place of concourse is in the area where in the downtown rural area. All right, down here in Tampa, Florida, our chief place of concourse would be downtown, man. All right, where you see where there's a lot of businesses. All right, where there's a lot of people. Okay, where the traffic there where we're at is flowing, man. There's multiple people to hear this word, man. And it says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Right? How long will you simple-minded as jakes? How long will you simple-minded as jakes be simple-minded, man? Okay, how long is it going to take you to realize that these churches, man, the Most High does not dwell in them, man? How long are you going to realize that these churches are only going to teach you the commandments of men? How long are you simple ones? All right. How long is it going to take for you to realize that the only way for you to get this truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is on the chief place of concourse, man, on the highways and byways, because that is what we are commanded to do. All right. That is the whole duty of man. Let's grab that. Let's go to Matthew. All right. Let's go to Matthew chapter 22 and verse 9. And this is YAHAWASHI speaking. It's in red letters. And he said what? He said, go ye therefore into the highways and and as many as ye shall find, bind to the marriage. Right. Go to the highways, man. It didn't tell you to go to the church. All right. It didn't tell you to go to the Kingdom Hall. It didn't tell you to go to the Baptist church. It didn't tell you to do that. It told you to go to where? It told you to go to the highways and bind all that you could find into the marriage. And reading on verse 10, it says, so the servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And that wedding is what, man? That wedding is going into this truth, man. All right. Whether you are bad or good, whether you feel you are just man or whether you are a sinner, man. All right. Our job as prophets is to go out there to the highways and the byways, man. Okay. And that's where you're going to find the truth, that because scripture says that what I set up the apostles in the last days, man. So if the Lord has set up the apostles in the last days on the highways and the byways, that's where you're going to get that truth from, not in these churches, man. Okay, let's end it on this. This is Titus. This is the book of Titus chapter 1, starting at verse 13. And the reason it says, this witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn away from the truth, man. That turn away from the truth. And a lot of these jakes out here, they be quick to want to say, hey man, why don't you come to my church, man? But that's all Jewish fables. All right. And when you go into the word Jewish, okay, that's like if I tell you you're acting childish. Am I calling you a child? Or you're acting like a child? Or I say you're being childish. I mean, I'm calling you a child. or Salakia. If I say you're being childish, that means you're acting like a child. So if I say you're, if I call you Jewish, that means you're acting like a Jew. So Jewish fables would be the Jewish fables would go into the what's the word I'm looking for? The commandments, okay? All right, the commandments or the laws of these people, man. Okay, and what is a fable? A fable is a fairy tale. Okay, and that's what they do, man. All right, those Jewish people over there, those Israelis, those people that's occupying our holy land, man. Those Jewish people, that's what they doing. They want to give you their story of it, man. And it's not about their story. They want to give you the story of men. It's not about your story, man. This is the Lord's movie, man, and we are all extras in it. And it's time for us, and it's time for you, Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, to know who you really are, man. To come back to the willful obedience of the Bible, because the time is running short, man. That grace period is about to get cut short, man. All right, so hopefully this quick little hit was edified. This quick little hit was edifying. If it was edifying to you, then it be edifying unto the elect that scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth, who truly believe on the name of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. With that, I'm going to close out, and I'm going to give all praise and glory and honor to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, our truthful power, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, and double honor to the elders and apostles that taught me this truth, who rule well. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, DTA, Abal Babal, Soon Kwan Yesharella.